Hello and welcome to the channel. This is the first video I've produced, so it's pretty much a test run, getting around video editing, audio, figuring out how everything works, so apologies for any scuffed bits that come up, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to put down my thoughts on New World ahead of its release on the 28th. I played the preview last year, the closed beta earlier this year, and then the open beta this weekend just gone. You'll notice the scuffedness of this video by the fact that the actual gameplay in the background is freezing from time to time. Unfortunately that's because I didn't check back to see how the video was recording other than a cursory quick glance, so hopefully in future that won't be an issue, and hopefully it's not too annoying in this video. So yeah, initial thoughts on New World, get them out in front and centre, is that I really enjoyed the game. Obviously by playing the preview, closed beta and open beta, and I will be playing it on launch. I did enjoy it quite a lot. I was a bit nervous when I played the preview last year, felt there was a bit of a lack of content to keep people engaged in the game. They obviously gone away, done a lot of work on dungeons and additional content, and yeah, we've seen that come through in the closed beta and the open beta, but the game still has some issues, predominantly bugs. Most of these were quite small, little quality of life issues like the music debugging out and sound effects. Occasionally almost all the sound effects would bug out, leaving you with just one or two, whilst everything else came through as a muffled din, which was quite frustrating at times. I think a few people playing with found it very frustrating. And also really game-breaking bugs. I only experienced one, which was a main story quest debugging, didn't give you the actual quest to continue through the main story chain. That was encroaching corruption. That definitely needs to be addressed ahead of launch, because the only way I was able to continue with the main story quest was by deleting my character and starting from scratch. Another quest that bugged out was a side story quest. This bugged out for not just myself but everybody I played with, which was Under the Stars. You had to pick up a chest from 3 of the towers around Everfall, and only 2 would activate. The third never did. But as that was only a side story, it wasn't game breaking, so you could just ignore that quest and continue through. But again, something that probably needs to be addressed ahead of launch. Playing as a healer, one bug that was particularly frustrating was targeting a area of effect heal on a party member. Very occasionally you'd hit at the activation for the spell and it would just lay it at your feet rather than on the party member you wanted to target, which obviously was frustrating in dungeon scenarios where players are getting low on health and you want to throw out an AoE and it just lands at your feet. But again, happened only very occasionally, didn't cause anybody to die, so annoying, but can be dealt with until they fix it. So overall, I mean, yeah, there were quite a few bugs still in the game. We've got a few more weeks now to iron it out ahead of the go live. In terms of the actual content itself, I hadn't tried the dungeons in the closed beta. I wanted to leave them. However, I did give Amrine a go in the open beta, which I enjoyed. Did it at level 20 or 21 with a lot of other under-level players, so found it very easy until we got to the final boss and then we just got stomped. However, then did it again a couple of levels later with a more experienced group of players, and once we knew what we were doing, it was enjoyable and not too difficult. Did note that in the closed beta a lot of people were saying the dungeons were too easy. That's been addressed by a 20% buff to all dungeons. I certainly found this first dungeon challenging and enjoyable, and looking forward to trying out the rest. Haven't given PvP a go as of yet. It's something I wanted to leave for the full launch of the game. Like the dungeons, I didn't really want to go through and experience all the content ahead of launch. I am hoping they have addressed the issues that we saw during the closed beta, where competing for a town would almost grind to a standstill during combat. I haven't actually seen any content from the open beta to see if that's been improved or not. I really hope it has. I'm looking forward to trying that out once the game launches. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm also nervous though that it could just boiled down to factions selecting the same 50 people over and over again. But we'll see how that develops as the game progresses from its launch. I'm sure if that does become the case, they'll look at trying to address that somehow. So yeah, looking forward to the game coming out in a couple of weeks' time. It is still a little rough around the edges, but I've really enjoyed the game and looking forward to exploring it more on its full release, and seeing how they produce the game moving forward with future content and how it progresses. So yeah, we'll keep this video short and sweet as it's more of a production test run than anything else. But thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think, all feedback will be greatly appreciated as I look to improve and progress at making content moving forward. If you do fancy checking out my stream, details will be below. I'll be streaming probably a lot of Final Fantasy XIV until New World comes out. But for now though, have a great day and see you soon.